The big game is fast approaching, but wait, you still haven't got your tickets. You've spent hours searching, but you're still confused about ticket prices. Time to stop searching. Visit ticketcompare.com. We compare ticket prices for all the popular leagues and tournaments for you. We work only with the most trustworthy sites, so you can have peace of mind when buying your tickets. Compare prices, buy tickets, get to the game. Ticketcompare.com. Buying tickets made simple.
What a bizarre day, boy. What a bizarre day.
How long did it take you this morning?
My record since I've been here, 4 hours 53.
Where from?
Northampton. From south of France.
Flew back from the villa.
Yeah, 4 hours 53. 5.5 years, that's my... No, it's 11 degrees when I left Northampton this morning. A new Burnley classic weather story. Yeah, crazy. This morning was crazy, the 65.
Yeah, I got stuck on 61 for ages.
Well, we hit it, I was just saying, as long as we beat the 56 and 62 early, then we fly in from there, because obviously that's cutting across. Well, we hit it this morning and it's just snowing everywhere and you think, it's going to be chaos. It's just 4 hours 53, new record. Positive. Another record broken. Dyche says another record at Burnley. His record time to get in. No, it won't make it. No one will get it. No one will understand it. Look, you've even got a suit and walking boots on. Look. Just in case. Yeah, unbelievable. It's this morning has it gone on the 65?
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah. You wouldn't notice that.
No, you would not have driven through that this morning and gone, I'll be gone in 6-7 hours. Because it was like this deep, and smacking it on the front. It was like, at one point it was like snooker ball size flakes, we were going, what is going on?
There's nothing at my house. Getting on the M61, 3 miles away, and it's blizzard.
Yeah. Unreal. Yeah, unreal.
Spring.
It's a new one on me. I know, yeah. The 8th of March. Who'd have thunked it?
Sean, if we can just reflect on last week briefly. You get a win, you come from behind, the first of 2018 in the Premier League, and players coming back and making their own score sheet as well. Many boxes ticked, really.
Well, no, absolutely, in a nutshell. We'd come off an awkward run. A lot's made of it because it has to be. But I did say inside of that, I thought there were some good performances. But a very good performance, I thought, and a worthy performance to win a game. And as you suggested, players getting back to full fitness adds to that competition for places, and therefore you hope competition element to play well and stay in the side. And I thought a number of players did play well, and that affected. It was a very good performance. And then, all of a sudden you one loss in 5 and it all looks different, from one win. It's amazing how that happens, because you got 3 good draws with a disappointing loss in the middle of that and the 4th, and then you go and win a game and, that run looks different. So it's corrected slightly and now it's about building on that and moving forwards.
Yeah, Stephen Ward got 90 minutes under his belt. Chris Wood obviously came off the bench. Going forward, that must...
Yeah, and Tarky as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, pleasing signs, and we have missed some of the players. As I've said, it does give others a chance to play, so that's good because we've got more experience into Charlie Taylor, to Kevin Long, them two particularly. But also, the players know when the squad's strong and it's a tight group. So when some players come back fit, it gives you that, like I say, it gives you a stronger group, it gives you depth, and it gives you more of that competitive element on a daily basis because everyone wants to play, whether you're securing your shirt for the next one because you've been in the team for a while, or whether you're, the knife edge of getting in the side. And I think that's a great marker, especially the way these lads go about their business. And then, of course, it's very important that goes onto the pitch when the whistle blows for real, and it did last weekend, because it was a very thorough performance, I felt.
There's an international break coming up just round the corner, and players like James Tarkowski, Nick Pope, they're all being spoken about in various areas of the media, being linked with maybe a call-up. To what extent is that a reflection on the job that everyone's doing here and credit for their performances?
Well, it is exactly that, yeah. I mean, they're certainly candidates to be spoken about. Of course, Corky as well. Ben Mee, Louch, just on the periphery. People mention their names, and I've said it before, I respect Gareth and speak to him, but I don't always speak to him just about the players here. If he asks my opinion, I'll give it. But I do respect the fact it's very difficult to choose the right players in a squad, whether it's a friendly or obviously going to the main competition, which is the World Cup. So I respect his decision on that, but it's nice to know that some of our players are laying down markers, and certainly enough to be thought about. So it's good for them and it's good for us.
And Ashley Barnes as well been talked about in terms of a call up to the Austrian team. I believe their manager is going to come and watch him this weekend. Suddenly you've got Burnley producing international players across the board.
Well, it's been going on for the last couple of seasons, I think. You know, we've added to the numbers of internationals since I've been here, more or less on a yearly basis, and that's very pleasing. You know, it's good signs of what they're doing as individuals and what the team's been achieving, and the club at large. You know, and I think it bodes well that you're getting them type of players into the group, and they're maturing with us. Some of them, of course, we signed and they were already on the international scene, but some have matured with us and done very well. So, you know, another thing that's a good sign of what we're trying to achieve as a football club.
What about West Ham United then? Because they're in a sticky patch of their own. They've been shipping goals of late as well. To what extent, I wonder, is this an opportunity now for Burnley this weekend? Well,
it's not that easy. I mean, they are having a tough little spell after David Moyes doing well when he first went in at calming everything down. Very good manager, in my opinion, and I know Stuart Pearce well, who's a good coach, and you know, they've got a good staff. They're trying to correct things as they see fit. Certainly not an easy task, we know that. They're fighting for points. We're now fighting for points for different reasons. You know, we want to get as many points on the board as we can. We want to go beyond last season. We've now put ourselves in a great position to do that. So that's our main focus. We have to know about the opposition, and the players will be certainly informed enough. But we also have to focus on what we're doing and how we're going about our business, because, as I said, even through a tricky run, there've been some very strong performances within that. So it's important to remind ourselves of that and build on last week's performance against Everton.
They're lofty heights, of course, but can you catch Arsenal?
Well, we just want to better ourselves from last season, you know, and I mean that sincerely. We've had year-on-year progression, you know, and that's an important factor, I think. It's not easy to do either, so a lot of credit goes to my staff and the players, you know, because we all have to deliver at any given period, and the players particularly. So to continue that growth as players, as individuals and as the team, and you've mentioned some accolades within it, international appearances, etc., that's the main marker. But of course, it's nice to finish as high as you can in a league table. We're already up to the points tally from last year. We want to go beyond that and set a new marker. You know, the next challenge is the one that's right upon us, and that's West Ham. So the focus stays clear on that.
And just finally from me, is there any new team news going into this weekend's game?
No, everyone's pretty much as they were last week. A couple of knocks and aches and pains, but nothing too serious. So we're hopeful that everyone comes through. Obviously, it's Thursday today, comes through tomorrow, and then we'll get the side ready for the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone who might be back, Sean?
Who are you thinking?
Maybe Tom, or is it still too early?
No, too early for Tom. Oh, and Scotty Arfield was the other one. Too early for Scott. Yeah, he's settling down, but not quite there yet. But everyone else, as was last week, should be available.
Do you think, Tom, are you thinking after the international break?
It's possible. Like I said last week and over the last couple of weeks, he's a seasoned professional. He knows his own body. He'll know when he's right, not just me. So it's important we have that open dialogue, which we do, and of course with Billy Mercer. But he's going along nicely.
And how happy is he at the moment with how things are going?
Yeah, good. Just getting on with things. You know, last range of his arm, last movements, last details really to get himself, you know, where he wants to be, and of course where we want him to be.
And with James Tarkowski, obviously he only came in sort of fully into the team at the start of the season. Has he surprised you with what he's done this season, or did you expect that of him?
I don't think you can expect it of any player, because it's a very tough division, but you can hedge your bets, you know, and I was certainly hedging my bets that he'd do well for us. But not just him, you know, there's other players, you know, obviously probably him and Popey get as much as anyone as regards of how they've been going. But I think Kevin Long's done very well when he's come in. Charlie Taylor's shown good signs of what he's going to grow into. You know, numerous players. Bardo, different style of player because he's very experienced, but he had a good spell in the side, and Louts early season, and you know, lots of good markers in different ways. We don't just look at the ones that everyone speaks about. We obviously look at the whole squad, and I've been pleased with a lot of different ways that players are moving forward. Barnsley, of course, recently looked very sharp, scored goals. Woody, when he first came in, then had a bit of a tricky injury, but back to full fitness. You know, these are all different markers for all different individuals. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah.
Johann, we'll start with what we spoke to Sean about last weekend. Come from behind to win. Players come back. some get onto the score sheet. 90 minutes under the belts of players like Tarkowski and Stephen Ward and so on. Really, a lot of boxes were ticked last week for this team, weren't there?
Yeah, definitely. And just to get that win, we've been looking up for a long time. And the performance as well was really good. And obviously getting those players back fit. And first time under Sean Dyche, we've come from a 1-0 down. So that's a positive thing as well. So, everything is moving in the right direction.
Has that been mentioned on the training ground this week, that stat of coming from behind and getting a win?
No, not really. The gaffer mentioned it at half-time. He just said, go and try to prove everybody else wrong, that you can actually come from behind, and that's what we've done. And that's just comes from, I think, some good football we played at the weekend.
That really highlights in a nutshell the belief and the progression of this team that we've seen throughout the year, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think the whole season for us has been really good. We've played some good football, and we've done really well. And obviously that run of, I don't know how many games it was, more than 10 probably it was. It was still playing some good football, still getting results, obviously a few draws and all that, but you just won that win and get us to that 40-point mark. That's vital to us, and now we're there. It's just about to enjoy the rest of the season and pick up more points.
And what about for yourself as well, your own form this year? Because last season, I think you'd agree, was a difficult year all round, but this year you've cemented yourself in the starting 11 and you're earning good reviews from pretty much all quarters. Yeah,
last season was tough for me personally. Obviously, a few injuries, done my hamstring, done my knee, done everything possibly I could do. So that was frustrating. But this season, I think I've played some good football, and I think the team has played well as well. So it just all came together this season, and luckily I've been playing more than being on the bench. So that's where you want to be.
How much are you able to enjoy it while you're out there?
Yeah, you really enjoy it. Obviously, you're playing in the Premier League, you're playing at the biggest stage in the world, and you're doing really well. You're 7th in the league. You're winning that league after the top teams. So that's something we aim for as well. I mean, we've come that far, so we still want to be up there. And now you can say the pressure's off that 40-point mark that everybody wants to get to, and now we can enjoy it even more.
If the pressure is off, how possible is it to catch Arsenal in 6th?
I think they're only 5 points ahead of us now. So, but now it's just about to go into every game, work as hard as we always do, to be fair, and just try to get as many points as you can into the end of the season. If that meaning catching Arsenal, that'll be fantastic. If not, we've still done a fantastic season. Having achieved 40 points, though, as you say, is that now the next target? Next target is just to do even better. That's the first time I think we've got 40 points that early, so it's about to find new challenges, to find a way to get more points, and that's what we want to do. We're all born winners. We want to win the games. Footballers, they all want to win games. So even though we are at 40 points, we are not going to put the handbrake on and just stop showing up at the weekend. What about West Ham then? Because they're having a sticky time of things themselves at the moment, and given your form and where you are in the league, people would look at Burnley and say you're favourites this weekend. Yeah, and that shows how far we've come if people are thinking that we are favourite against a big club like West Ham away as well. So that's credit to us. Obviously, they've had 2 sticky games, so they will come fired up for this game. So it's going to be hopefully a good game. And but we've been, especially after Everton, I think our performance was really good. So if we can carry on like that against West Ham, I think we definitely have a good chance. If you are to kick on, do you have to be ruthless in fixtures like this and clinical? Yeah, definitely. I think you have to do that in every game in the Premier League. If you got the chance, you got to take it. If not, the other team is probably going to punish you. So that's just the nature of the league, and it's going to be the same against West Ham. We're going to create chances definitely, and it's just about taking them. Thank you. No worries.
Johann, obviously World Cup to come at the end of the season as well. Has that kind of been a personal inspiration as well?
Not really. I just want to be doing well in the Premier League. That's been my aim. I want to play in this league. I want to play at the highest levels possible. So obviously that's something you think about a little bit, but the main target is that I want to be an established Premier League player and doing well in this league. And obviously with that, the World Cup is coming up. If I can carry on the form that I've been in this season to that, happy days.
Are there any similarities between Iceland and Burnley?
Yeah, I get that question. I get that question a lot. There are definitely similarities on how we play, the mentality of the squad, and how well we're doing as well. So there are definitely similarities. Yeah.